Well, that was clearly an oversight on my part. That's gonna be a while. Bang. Bang. Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Manufactio. This is going to be episode 52. We did a bit of setup and challenge automation in the last episode, got a couple of other things sorted out. And I said that in between episodes I was going to work on the automations for the advanced magazines. Advanced magazines turned out to be a little bit more of a pain in my tail than I expected it because of the fact that it requires a large amount of obsidian steel. Large amount. I don't even think I have enough at this point. So I went and, well, found a obsidian spire and chopped down about 6,000 or 7,000 obsidian because it was going to be quicker to do that than it was to be setting up the cobble generator thingy to make a bunch of obsidian. But we're definitely working on processing a bunch of obsidian steel at this point, and I'm also almost done processing the advanced round ammunition thingy part. I did have enough of this stuff to be able to do that. I was concerned that the TGX was going to be the problem. Mob Farm has been handing us plenty of TGX, so that's not a issue there. I think it's only like about three or four stacks of TGX to do the entire challenge, but since we did do a few of the other things, and yes, I'm still waiting on these to get done, all of these other challenges that we set up should be done. So let's go turn them in. And this system has been running like non-stop. I actually, since the last episode, let the base run for a good 8 hours while I was at work. And we still haven't caught up on a few things. That took an incredible amount of iron and whatnot to do the challenges. Come on, brain. Those science packs that I've been running to the point that I actually ran out of pulverized iron. So yeah, we may have to work on the smelting factory to the point, or smelting factory, the pulverizing crushing factory, because of the fact it's not producing fast enough anymore. There's actually a few things we may look at today just because of how I designed this base to run on a specific pace, and then when you tell it to run wide open, it shows the various problems and slow spots. So let's turn this in, or at least turn these two guys in so we can get them going. So I believe we set up the power cells. Yep, there we go. So that's 2,500 redstone, 9,000 iron ore, 2,250 copper ore, some lead, and some diamonds. So go ahead, detect, submit on that. Thank you. And I believe we also got the hauler drone set up. So that's going to get us a considerable amount of iron and copper, and that's kind of what I'm after at this point. I am not mining anywhere for the base currently other than right here. There's a couple of little miners over there that are sitting on a bunch of coal that we're using for the coal liquefaction process that occasionally get a little bit of iron. But yeah, this is the only place we're mining anymore. The outpost over there is completely empty now. So it's kind of interesting that I've actually managed to get everything to right here. So that's cool. But anyhow, to check, what did we get as far as the amount of stuff now? Or what do we have left anyway? So there's 25,000 iron, 38,000 copper still, and a bunch of the leftover stuff from one of the first ones that we did. What else? That is another old one. No, that should be the item ducts, I believe. Yep, that's the one that's got the tin in it. And then we should have two more come up still. Come on, keep cycling. All right, so 9,000 iron and 2,200 copper. And the diamonds and the redstone, and we're starting over into the next one. Nice. So that is a considerable amount of materials that we'll be able to use for quite a while. I'm actually really enjoying the challenge part of this little issue because you're getting, they were designed around a person that is not crushing the ore, so I'm not doubling, someone that's not doubling it to still be able to get a reasonable amount of excess to be able to produce things. Since I'm crushing everything, every one of those is going to give us, obviously double the production of it, or double the rate, or double the amount. So it is very, very, very handy to be doing this. If you're running low on certain resources, complete some challenges and then make sure you're crushing the output. So as it sits right now, we have a good number of all of the major components or major ores that we need at this point. I have actually been chewing through quite a bit of aluminum, and that's going to be enough of that for quite a long time. So, okay, let's go down to the rest of the system. I'm actually kind of waiting on this guy right here to finish, and he is finished now because that advanced, and we move away from that loud thing. Let's go over here. The advanced ammunition also requires that we make advanced magazines. So we have to make a whole bunch of these. And I think my math is a little off on this, but that's fine because we need a bunch of this stuff regardless. We need to be able to make these things, and these are metal presses with obsidian steel plates and nether quartz. Boy. That number, what do we got to make? 1,000 of those. So 1,000 divided by 4 is that I need 250 of those. So divide that by 64 means I need about 4 stacks of each of those two components. Do I have 4 stacks of plates readily available? No, I don't. We're going to have to make some more obsidian steel plates. Okay, obsidian steel, which I have been making. Just do it this way. We need about 4 stacks of that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. A lot of this has come from the mob farm, and some of this is actually being crafted again right there. So let's go ahead and set you back to split stack on, and you can go back to work. I am kind of manually doing this just because of the way that this process is working. So we're just going to let it run. That one's going to take a while, and we're going to just let it do what it needs to do. So on to some more fun things. There has been some other stuff that I have been looking at doing. We're going to go ahead and get a lot of this done. I can actually set that one up for craft right now, probably, but I'm going to have to do it in batches, or I'm actually going to have to tell the system to do that. So actually, let's... Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do it, but I kind of want the factory to settle down. I've used a lot of stuff, and I actually need to kind of let the pollution go away. We've got an awful lot of sulfur that needs to go away. So the fun part is, as I'm saying, I want to let the factory settle down by doing some research, because this stuff, if I use this up, it's only going to be running at a pace that is those laboratories up there, and that is a whole lot slower than just trying to constantly craft science. So I want to do this one because I want access to the better induction matrices, and I also kind of do want to try to see how much of a royal pain it is, just for fun time's sake, to get that as stable as possible. Now, I understand how the fusion reactor works as far as the mechanism type things. I've built them before. It's been a long time since I built one, but I want to see what it's like, because I do kind of have a thought that as we continue on with these challenges, I'm having problems in here with this keeping up now, even though every single one of these things are, accelerated as fast as they can go. And I'm definitely having problems out here now with 6 crushers and the lubricant being applied to them. 6 crushers. I think it's 9 crushers now, isn't it? Or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, it's 8 crushers. They're not keeping up anymore. So we definitely need to kind of work on some of these slow spots, because I plan on doing all of those challenges, and the challenges are totally going to be based on how fast the rest of the base can go. So we're finding problems. So let's go do a reactor unlock, which is going to really, really hurt. That's going to take a lot of work too. Okay, so do this, detect, do it again, detect, do it again, detect, get it all. You're done. Wow. Oh my goodness. I haven't done a 2000 research in a really, really, really long time. Detect. Detect. I think I got to do all those. Yeah, the blue. Detect. Detect. A little bit more. There's all the blues. And finally, some yellow. Detect. And claim. Back. Sweet. And we unlocked a stage. What did we get? Atom Man. Very cool. Cool, 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 cool. Back. This is all of the normal stuff. What was that stage? Can I even search that stage? That stage is RO50. R050. Whatever. This is going to be fun. At MEK. So that should have finally unlocked the configurator, which is wonderful. I can now do various things without having to cheat various stuffs. And that should have also given us the various parts for the reactor. So there is the whole hologram. There is the reactor frames, reactor controllers, reactor glass, reactor laser focus, matrix, all this kind of wonderful thing. How much of a royal pain is this going to be? Oh my goodness. That's not bad. Those aren't bad. That's not terrible. Reactor ports, reactor logics things, reactor glasses, reactor lots of breaks about to do, and I believe there's some kind of laser. Man, if I could spell. That dude right there and this dude right here, both of which are pretty easy to do. So we should be able to get a lot of this set up, looks like. I think the big problem is going to be that I'm going to require to probably have to finally automate some of these machines over here. So that's one thing I haven't done yet is I haven't I've got them all up to elite factories, but I have not automated them, and man, that thing is loud. So we may have to look at doing some of that. So I may have to also build a nice little building for this as well. The reactors, for those of you that don't know, you take various chemicals, which I believe we can start with lithium. Lithium. I think it's liquid or it's regular liquid. Is it this one? I haven't done this in a really long time. That dude right there, we pump regular lithium into a solar neutron activator, which will make tritium, which we then combine. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Tritium with deuterium, and deuterium is a heavy water thing, which heavy water we get with a filter and a Mekanism pump that we then electrolytic separate into deuterium and oxygen. And again, deuterium, we make DT fuel, and DT fuel goes into the reactor to cause a reaction that makes lots and lots of power. Yes, we can definitely get onto that part. So that really hurt. He says he wants to stop making things, and then what does he do? He goes and researches 2,000 of a research, but this should at least, yes, we should be okay at this point, so good deal. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and see just exactly how much fun it is to get some of these reactors parts set up. So let's see, at Mekanism, I forget exactly what these are called. They're called reactor. Yeah, reactor. I guess I am absolutely blind. So we need to actually set up a process to do that. And then I need to probably do, I don't know if I absolutely have to do the glass. We will have to look at this. I don't think I absolutely have to do the glass. It's just cool looking. I think that's the worst one. Okay. Click, go, done. I asked that for a stack. How much of a pain is it going to be as far as the other things that we need? Next, you're going to say we need a whole bunch of that. I knew that was coming. It is now time to get rid of those little problems. So let's see about this. I would like a couple of spare bins, which we do have a couple of spare bins sitting right there. I would like a level emitter or 2 or 3, and I think I need some cabling, of which I do not have much cable. Can I make some cable, please? Go ahead, craft. I don't know about that much cable. Go ahead, thank you. And I think we have some bone meal. Yes, we have a little bit of bone meal. We can just give me that, please. Good. And I need some white cable. We'll just do that twice. That's probably going to be sufficient for the time. Level emitters, level things, level stuffs, good deal here. I just want to be able to control certain things because of the way that I have this system built in here. And this factory, even though it is still pretty much the way I built it, is still working fairly well. So what I need to do is I need to replace this thing and this thing with these things. So we need to shut the system off so that it doesn't need to run. And yes, it will cause some of this stuff to break. I need to remove you so you can stop for right now. Give me all those. Put you in. Actually, we don't even need to do that. Let's just put them in this one. And I think I'm going to have to do that right here. We're going to kind of remove some of the lag components in this room, which is kind of nice, kind of fun, kind of good. Forgot I did that. I may have to AE the system up a little bit in here, maybe. But anyhow, what we need to do now is we need to go ahead and do, let me see, where are we? I guess I can do these outside. Come here, you, and come here, you. Ah, the lag's great today. The cable should be coming out right there. Okay, it is. So I can do something like this and something like this. And I think I have enough channels on this one. We have 5 right there. And we have 6 right there. So yes, I do have enough channels right now. Let's grab a couple of export buses, which I have a lot of. And an acceleration card. Do we have one? We have one. Can I make card? Make me, I don't know, 10 of them. Not that I think I need 10 of them. There we go. And acceleration card. No, acceleration card. Give me the other recipe. Thank you. No, dang it. I seriously don't have any of those. Okay, well, we'll do that. That'll work. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of moving items out of the system with this. And but that worked. And that should speed up and get to work. Let's see, I'm going to have to get a little bit lower to get on this one. Okay. And I need to go get a red circuit. Circuit. One of those. Excellent. I just need one. Thank you. I am done playing with those silly silos in here. It has been annoying to try to get large numbers of things to craft. So that's going to go ahead and pump all of that stuff out of there. It should go a little quicker than this. Come on. We're sucking pretty bad right now once again. I can't figure it out. I've been hunting for it for a while. Something is really using up the server at this point, so really badly, and I'm expecting this to probably not help, but at least we can get that kind of started to sort out. And more chickens. I need to quit egging my base. But those will clear out. These systems will just kind of sit here idle. Even though we're doing science, it won't bother me at all. Actually, I think I have a lot of the stuff shut off. I should go look. I do. Okay, so it won't do a lot anyway. That's fine. Come on, guys. There you go. That's all I'm waiting on. So we'll give that a couple of seconds, and I think what I'm going to do is I will come back once that's done. So I will see you guys in a second. There, looks like that got completed, so that means we can go indoors and tear some things apart. So what I may end up doing actually is I may move these guys down here. Do we have any channels left over here? No, I would have to run another cable, which I could run another cable. That wouldn't be too much of a royal pain. Although I kind of like to keep the produced item in the actual structure that it's in. So let's go ahead and start with this problem. So I need to, we're going to have to redesign this whole structure anyway. So let's go ahead and just clean this up. And I need that hammer. Thank you. Magnet, are you on? Magnet's on now. Good deal. And whoop, that didn't work. I love these boots, but man. There's the redstone control, which we're going to have to re-add, and we're going to do it in a little bit of a different fashion, I think. Get rid of you and you. I mean, I think we could just use an inventory checker instead of using the level emitters. I think that would probably be a little bit easier. Go over here and do the same thing. Boink. Oh, come the heck on. I forget how you shut those boots off. How do you shut those boots off? Toggle jetpack. Toggle step assist. Is that gonna work? Nope. It's gotta be quicker. Alright, let's clean this one up. And there goes that. This. Okay, now, so that means that this down here is no longer functional. And I am going to have to come up with a way to make it actually shut the system off, because I don't want to fill or waste that type of material on this kind of a system. So I think we need to go grab these two bins and figure out exactly where we want them. Yo. Hey, open the door. So this bin has the basic control circuits in it right now. So if I put it right there, it's on the same height as the other one. And if I put this one right there, it's on the same height as the other one. I could move that over here, but then again, I wouldn't have the decent access that I currently have to the things. So let's go do something kind of like this. Where is my storage boss? You can go like that. And we need to do bidirectional, and I would like a priority of 10 on this one so that it's always putting that stuff in there. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'll have to work on cleaning this wire up eventually. And the same thing, priority of 10. And just to make sure in case it does accidentally clear the system out. Okay, so that should start some of the things that we may be missing back running. So I need to reconnect this stuff. So can we just do this? Where is my wrench? Come here, wrench. That. With the filter of one of those. And put you down here. I need to reconnect that one. Move that light. Whoop, I didn't want to do that. Nope, do that one. There we go. Okay, so that should allow me to pull stuff in, run it across to both sides, and then the output will end up right here. We just need to do an output on the, possibly on the side right here. There. Boy, I know that looks ugly. Let's do this. That's not where I wanted it. I want it right there. And then I'm going to put the light back. Right there. I know it's going to be a little short. Might have to move the other one down for the consistency, but let's do a signalum servo. Actually, I don't want to do this. I want you to not connect, do I? There you go. Okay, and then we can come down to this old line here, since this is the one that's feeding the rest of the stuff. And you can get turned back on with a random. And those will go over there and fill that up, so we can do the same thing kind of over here. So those are going around the top. Let's see what we can't do about cleaning this mess up a little bit. One more. There. Okay, so now we're going to need to do the same thing on this one, which means we're going to have to bring this direction. That will come to there. This can come to right here. Actually, we did go up and over the top, so we'll just do something like that. That and that with a filter of a red circuit on this. Oops. How to... No. Give me that circuit back. Thank you. Whitelist U. Okay, so that should go out that direction. That should go out that direction. The greens should be able to get to these guys. So then again, all I need to do once more is to do this. Just get rid of that one for right now, and that and that. You can have an extract for those. Which I don't even think it has to do that. And then it's going to self-feed because I am a genius. Do this. Stop doing that, please. I don't want this connecting here, right there. I don't want that to connect, so we can do this and then that. That should be better. Okay, so that way we've got the red circuits going over to here. And I think I don't have green circuits going over there now, do I? How did I do this? We have to have green circuits, right? I have to have gold and I have to have green circuits. So we need to get the green circuits over here. Green circuits should be coming in on that line and they're already set up. So we should technically be okay. All right, so the question was when we were over here looking, did we have enough ability to use the applied energistic system to be able to understand when things were on and off? And the reason why I have to worry about this is because right now I am controlling these export buses with that level emitter so that when I need steel or when I need iron plates, I'm trying to remember if those were just the ones on this. Let's take a look real fast. So I think the only things on that line are going to be the steel and everything in that building over there. So we should be able to use 2 level emitters to control the redstone out of this system. So that should work, I hope. So if I put a level emitter right there and I say I want you to keep... Why am I doing that? 11,000 of these. Emit a signal when it is what? I think it has to be above. Above, yes. Okay, okay. Cool. So we just need to, need to find our, something I haven't used in a really long time. Redstone. And do I have any of those? I do have a little bit left. Good deal. So if I take a connector and put it right there and change it to a green, wherever my hammer is, in here for whatever reason. Okay. If I change that to a green, I think it's green, not lime, right? Yes. And I hook that to that. I turn this on, they shouldn't be running. If I turn this to less than, missing structure. Okay, and then it's processing. All right, neat. So we put that back to above. That should still function. So we just need to do that over here. I guess I could have put that on the face of it, but I kind of want it out of the way. Straight line, that's a little better right there. Again, the same thing here. I want to do U, 11,000. I don't know why I put 11,000. I just did use 11,000. I guess actually we could probably set this down quite a ways at this point. Let's set it to like 5,000 on both of these. Because I really don't need to keep that much on stock anymore. And I need to put the where is the redstone connector on the end of that level emitter and set this to red. Blue, brown, green, red, and connect to that. And that means I can actually get rid of this system if I so feel the need, if I want to. So let's go ahead and put these away. Put those away. And I can clean this mess up and maybe do a little bit of repiping in a few places because I really don't have to do the thing under the floor. I can just run straight across the wall again. I am trying to leave this the way that it is because it's been a kind of an experiment to see whether or not just these regular old assemblers could keep up with the rest of the factory. And thus far, they've been doing a reasonably decent job doing it. So I think that's going to work for there. But the whole entire reason why we did that is to be able to actually put some more of that away. Whoops, don't do that. Thank you. You need to stay right where you're at. Whole entire reason why we do this is so that we can be able to craft large amounts of things with those circuits. So we should now see we have a decent amount of circuits. And if I want to craft the reactor stuff, spell it correctly. If I want 100 of those, I should actually be able to do that right now. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. I am going to do a little bit of maths in between episodes, watch the wiki or the tutorials or whatever it is that are for that reactor so I can get refamiliarized with it. And I will see you guys in the next episode where hopefully we're going to build one of those reactors and hopefully we should be able to turn in another quest. So thanks for watching. See ya.